do you
Jesse
mean?
Nate Williams. What's with that? I thought we were going to be rocking the braids again. What's going on?
Man, I switched the swag up on y'all, man. You know, got to keep y'all honest. You know, you never know. You never know what they expect.
Nasty Nate.
Oh man. So how's it down there in Atlanta, hot Atlanta? How's it?
Man, it's hot. I think it was 98 degrees today.
Woo.
Hot and humid. You don't even have. I ain't never turned the heat up when I taught jiu-jitsu tonight. It was just regularly just hot. So that was great.
Oh, wow.
So Nate, it's been about a year since you've been with Cage Titans. You swooped in, you took us by storm. You know, you and your friend, teammate Robert Hale came in and you silenced the crowd at Plymouth Memorial Hall. What have you been up to since we've last seen you here in Plymouth? And what's been going on in your life?
Trying to figure it all out. You know, I got called to the PFL after that John Shannon fight. So I originally signed a 3-fight deal with the PFL, and then had a little bump in the road, and then just, I guess, for whatever the case may be, they released me. And they released me, and they come to Atlanta this weekend. That's crap. But anyway, yeah. So then I had a #1 contenders fight after that for B2. Kind of didn't go my way. Just felt a little off. So took some time off, reevaluated some things, but now we're here. Now we're back.
Yeah,
Ready to come.
I saw something about a retirement happening.
You were going to retire, then you're going to box.
All of a sudden, I see your name in a main event slot against Joe Giannetti, and I was very confused but pleased at the same time.
Nate was like, never mind, we still here.
How did that decision come to fruition? How did that that wave come about?
I think I was just in a slump. You know, this fight game is the highest of the highs and then the lowest of the lows. So when you're on top of the world. Like you beat Don Shanus on a week's notice. The whole world started to seem like they starting to know who you are. Then you get to the PFL. You know, I was just riding the high, and then took a 2-fight skid, and just kind of, I don't know, just things at the gym kind of not how we wanted to go. So changing gyms and, you know, just figuring it all out, but kind of getting it all together now. Talking to people who matter the most, and they just, you know, they're like, bro, you're, lack of better words, you're fired. Dog. Stop with this crazy shit and keep fighting. So really, it helped me out because when I was switching to boxing, I focused on boxing for like 6 weeks straight. I had a one-on-one boxing coach. I was training with him 4 days a week for an hour and a half, and really focused on just, as I call it, the pugilistics, getting the hands better. So that actually turned out to be really good because now I mean, not say I had bad boxing before, but my boxing is tightened up a lot. So,
well, we knew your ground game. You know, your ground game was on point. You know, and against a ground beast like Shanus, you're able to control him on that ground. So it's great to hear now that you didn't say your boxing was bad before, but you didn't showcase it. So now, you know, no one's going to want to go to the ground with you, and now they're in trouble if they stand with you.
Yeah, I mean, when I fought Don, that was the plan. I came out and tried to throw, but he shot. You know, for some reason, I don't know why it's never in the back of my head that people gonna shoot on me. So I come out and don't even be oblivious to takedowns. And when he shot for the takedown, I was like, oh shit, he can shoot. We can shoot for takedowns, duh, Nate. So I mean, you know, it's all good. But I was definitely trying to let the hands fly. That's what I like. I like to throw volume, man. So I was definitely trying to let the hands fly. Definitely trying to, you know, touch him up in the face a little bit.
Took a short notice fight and dethroned a Cage Titans legend. Flash forward a year. We obviously know.
You still a firefighter?
No.
You gave up firefighting?
Nope. I told you I switched it all up. I'm in the gym full time now. Full time in the gym, training clients, teaching classes. That's my life right now. So yeah, I told y'all switch it up on y'all. Y'all never know what to expect.
I was excited before. I'm even more excited now. And I got to tell you, you know, Andy asked how it came to fruition. Nate has been amazing. After he beat Shanus last year, you know, he got that PFL contract. He was super thankful. He was like, you know, I really think that the platform you guys gave us and that shine that you shined on me when we won got me that contract. And every time I was looking for fighters, I could count on Nate being like, yo, hook up with Cage Titans. They need the guy at this weight. And he was always like talking in the community about like trying to help me fill slots. And he hit me up. I was looking for somebody because Giannetti was supposed to fight somebody else. And Nate hit me up. He's like, oh, who are you looking for? I was like, Giannetti. He's like, I bet you think you were trying to hope that I'd say I'd take it. And I was like, no, you said you were retired. And out of respect, I never asked him to fight. I never did. And then like the next day or 2 days later.
Yeah, I think it was literally the next day or two.
It was like the next day. He goes, you know, actually my boxing fight fell through and I'm back. Let's do it. And I was like, all right, cool. He even wanted to do Sheamus at 45, and then he was, you know, Giannetti at 55. And I think my words were, let's get the 55 title shot. And then if you win, we'll go right to 45. And you know, you can fight 45 as well. So some big things happening with Nate if all goes according to your plan.
No, for sure. Yeah, it was I think it was a sign, man, because I had a whole boxing fight lined up, tickets booked. I was supposed to be going out to, I think out there in Massachusetts, I think, if I remember correctly. It was a fight.
Oh, you're supposed to box out here?
I think so. If it was either Massachusetts or it was one of those northern states, I can't remember. But
we're all north up there.
Yeah, the guy I had, he was a perfect matchup. You know, agreed to it, and then right before I got on the plane, this when I noticed that the A side, B side stuff, and I was like, hold on, wait, y'all B siding me, y'all trying to B side me. So opponent backed out.
Yeah.
Then they say, hey, we got another guy for you to fight. And I'm like, oh, you do, huh? Let me guess. What's his record? 5-0, 6-0? They were like, yeah, he's 5-0. I was like, sorry. I don't know what y'all think this is, but I had to check. I was like, do I got food written on my forehead or something? Or
Nate, did they say he was 6-0, but he hasn't fought anybody yet? Was that the words?
No, they just like he's 5-0. I think it was like he hasn't had over 30 amateur fights, and I was like, what come on, man. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna take that one. I was like, yeah, I got somebody else. I'll take that. And they was like, yeah, we actually do. We got a 6-0 guy. And I was like, what? What? I was like, don't worry about it. Y'all have, you know, I'm gonna just stay down here in the South. Y'all be good.
I'm gonna thank them because that brought you back to us at Cage Titans. You know, so shout out to whoever that promoter was that tried to railroad you. Because we brought you home.
All right. Back where I'm supposed to be. Back where I need to be, you know, back in the great state of Massachusetts, great city of Plymouth. I enjoyed myself down there, you know, like I said.
And I mean, hey, the 4th of July in America's hometown, that weekend, like you can't write the script much better than that.
Exactly.
It was a party last time. It's going to be more so this time around.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hopefully my boy, the party can make it back
up.
The
party up here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Party was supposed to fight. I actually got it. You know, he was supposed to fight on the last card.
Hell yeah.
We're
gonna sure you know what you're asking for, Nate?
My boy, yeah, man, we tore the town up when he was here the first time.
Yeah, they threw down.
No, we love the Party. His opponent, we were trying to switch it from the June 4th card to this card. His opponent can't do July 2nd. So I would love if the Party could come. But I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off in a couple of weeks with a new opponent. But
you never know, though.
You never know.
He might
Crazy
come up
stuff
with
happens.
like an Amazonian boat built in Ecuador that he had built for him exclusively. And he might show up on the shores. But you never know with that one.
So, Nate, you say you're training full-time now?
Yep.
What are the changes we can expect to see?
Well, I fought on a week notice last time.
Yep.
So this time I've had, 8 weeks? So you can expect to see those areas where I was kind of getting a little tired. You can expect to not see those areas where I kind of just allowed positions to happen. Because in the Don Shainis fight, I knew it's like, especially rounds 2 and 3, I knew like, all right, let me coast here. If I got into a bad position and I was like, you know what, don't fight hard out of this position. Don't waste your energy because you got 2 more rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I knew, I could tell he was fighting hard. Like I knew like, he was going hard every time he would get on top. He was fighting hard to try to finish it or whatever. And me, I was just holding on. Boggs, man. I switch it up on you, Boggs. You know what I'm saying?
Lionel calling you
I
out.
had to put that comment up for Lionel.
Had to switch it up on you, my guy. But yeah, man, he was going hard trying to finish, so I was just coasting. And even when we went back after the third round, I'm after the fourth round, whichever after the fourth round, I was like, all right, I'm finna turn it up now because he's tired. I was like, he's tired, and I'm about to turn it up this round. I was coasting, waiting for these last 2 rounds, so I turned it up. So I don't know if you could tell, the fourth round I kind of came out and just turned it up, and in the fifth round it was just the same thing, continuation. I knew I had a long fight, so I knew just wait it out until I can find my avenue and like they say, slide up in there. So
now, what do
this time you're gonna see full calculated. Man, it's gonna be good, man. I mean, I can say a whole bunch of cool shit, a whole bunch of cliche stuff, but you were surprised before because y'all didn't even know I was a black belt until I told Andy like the day before weigh-ins. Y'all had no idea. So
I remember.
Y'all was surprised before. Y'all definitely gonna be surprised this time. I got an 8-week count. Or might have been a little bit more than 8 weeks. I'm at 55, as you can see. What I'm sure I'm gonna make them judge. I mean potatoes right now. Potatoes and sausage, and you know what I'm saying? Like my weight is after training today, I was 64, 65. 2 weeks out and just eating carbs and you know what I'm saying, all that. So it's about to it's gonna be a hot thing.
Nate Williams is bringing it.
Yeah.
We're getting the best Nate Williams you can get.
Facts.
And listen, I say that all the time. You know, when I hear like stories, and I kind of half joking like the A side, B side. I try to do my best no matter what. There's 2 A sides when you fight for Cage Titans. Like everybody is an equal. We need the out of state guy, just like the hometown guy, and you can see like a guy like the Party who lives in Florida, 4-fight winning streak. Now he's beloved by the fans. So
well, it was both of you guys.
The 2 of you
Yeah,
guys
we was on the same card.
Both stole the show and beat the hometown guy. The first event back in the state. It's like, it's just a
It was
fact
epic.
of the matter. This is always
It
2
was
A
epic.
Is this
sides.
the Rasta Cartel? Is that what you guys are called?
Oh no, that's my boy. That's my his name on Facebook is Rasta Cartel. Just his little thing he got going on, but he's still an amateur. He's we call him the GOAT because he's like 11-2 in boxing.
Oh shit.
He's 3-0 in Muay Thai and he's 3-0 in MMA. About to fight for the NFC featherweight strap coming up soon. So
Nice.
but he's only amateur. He's still amateur. So you know maybe he win this belt July 19th. We can get him up for Cage Titans on the number 1 contender fight or something.
Absolutely. You know, we just had a featherweight title fight on our last card. Arthur Mapofu from Alabama against Marcel Romero. Great fight.
Yep.
So
we're definitely looking for new contenders. So definitely. Speaking of bringing somebody up, Robert Hill. He's been your partner in crime. What's been going on with him?
Besides your boys ducking him. Well, it
I
goes
set you
radio
up for that
silent.
one.
It goes radio silent. I mean, I guess Billy Goff he made the right decisions because he's on the contender series now. So you know you gotta fight the guys you know you can beat until you get the shot, which I understand. You know, but we just trying to get my boy back going. You know,
he's been winning lately. He's had a couple fights recently, right?
Yeah, he's we just fought up in Canada 2 weeks ago. We took a loss up there, made a few mistakes, but he's been back in the lab, training hard, getting ready, just looking for something else. You know, it's even with that, it's very hard to find Robert to fight. Guys talk good game until Robert Hill says, yeah, I'll fight you. And then it's, well, my coach doesn't agree, or let me see what my manager says, or, they just get crickets. So I'm trying to get my boy up there to get that Cage Titans belt.
Well, hey, man, we definitely, I'm sure we'll have a whole weekend together and he'll be chatting my ear off and we'll do our best.
Yeah.
I will admit, I will say to you, and I'll say it publicly, you're 100% correct. I have tried to get some matches for Robert Hill. And he is somewhat of a boogeyman at 170. It's hard to get people to sign up. So I will back your story up. I got no problem saying it. That's why I asked about him, because you've been preaching his name to me ever since I met you. Back in July, about a year ago. You're like, you got to get him on. You got to get him on.
And since the weigh-ins, July last year.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when we got the crickets, I wasn't surprised because I knew we get this a lot. Like the only guys that'll step up and fight Robert are guys who have already established, trying to get back through there, or like one shot away. Or the one shot away guys are not gonna fight him because they don't want to mess
It's too much of a risk. Yes, it's
he's
a risk.
way too much of a risk. So, and I mean the crazy thing about it, he hasn't even shown his full skill set. Robert just goes out there and boxes people and beats people. People don't even realize he can kick. People don't realize he can knee, he can elbow, and Robert actually has good takedowns. He just doesn't ever use it, but he has good takedowns.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, any last shout outs, or actually, so it's been a year since the Cage Titans fans have last seen you. What can they expect from you this time around?
Hey, I'm gonna say this because he training with him, but I mean, before I talk a little trash, don't get me wrong. Number one, I respect Joe. I was watching Joe when he was on Ultimate Fighter. I respect Joe. He's tough as hell. We know who Joe Giannetti is. I think people still sleeping on me, but we know who Joe Giannetti is. You know what I'm saying? But Khabib can't save you, bro. You training with Khabib. You better be. I hope he's helping you work on getting back up and working on your takedown defense. Because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. So you can train with him. You better hope you can embody his skill set and be able to stop all that, because you're going down. It's going down. It's going down. That's all I can say. But I saw that and I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, look at him. Coach Khabib got us working hard. Yeah, that's cool. But he's not gonna be in the cage with you, my boy. So
I love
there's
it.
that.
What do you feel about the difference of opponents? You're going like pretty contrasting styles and contrasting builds and opponents after a year gap at Plymouth Memorial Hall, but you obviously touched about like what you think is going to happen. But how do you think that difference of build plays into your game plan?
I mean, just to be honest, I fought tougher people in the last two fights. I fought Don Madge. You know what I'm saying? Don Madge was on the tear in the UFC. He was winning the fight in the PFL before he got caught by Houseman Fio. So I mean, I took it to Don Madge. I kind of checked out a little bit and made some mistakes, but took it to Don Madge, fought Chuka Willis. Chuka Willis is, everybody knows who he is. He's on the spectrum like he's slow. He's on the radar. You know what I'm saying? So fought him. I got 23 professional fights, man. It's nothing really that I haven't seen.
Another day in the office.
Height, build, lanky, whatever you was, short, cocky, whatever you want to call it. I've seen it all, fought it all. And I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I actually got training partners who can match his height, match his size. And they've been emulating him, and actually doing more than he actually does, So I mean, like I said, I'm expecting the best Skeletor to come out there. I'm expecting him to do some shit I ain't never seen before. I'm expecting him to do some stuff that he hasn't shown in previous fights. But I mean, like I said, I'm prepared for it all. I got hella guys that I can kickboxers, strikers, boxers, high level guys that I train with all the time. So I mean, like I said, it is what it is. And then we just made the switch to American Top Team, training with the Lehman Brothers, training with Jucal, training over there now. So I mean, it's just elevated. One of my main training partners besides Robert is Will Brooks.
Oh, so
Will Brooks,
no more
Will
X3.
Brooks, Mike Graves.
X3 no more.
I mean, we it's like, so I'll put it like this. I'm an English nerd, so I like to use, metaphors and similes and all that good stuff. It's like when you move out your mama's house, right?
Yeah.
You don't hate your mom. You ain't not beefing with your mom, but you understand that you've outgrown it and it's time for you to go.
All right.
But you still come back every now and then. You visit your mom. You love on your mom. You visit her, but you don't stay with her. Right.
Gotcha.
So
you do your laundry there.
Yeah. Do your laundry there. You might show up for a class to roll every now and then if you're in the area, but it's when you've outgrown something, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. And that's just what it is. So like I said, it ain't no beef, ain't no drama. I love X3. X3 gave me the foundation that, X3 made me who I am today. I started at X3 as a white belt, got my black belt there. So I mean, but after a while, you outgrow something. It's time to move on, and that's the time we've reached. It's time to move on and take our career to another level, and elevate the training. So that's where we at with that.
All right, man. Well, I got nothing more for you. I appreciate you taking the time tonight.
I appreciate y'all as always.
And we look forward to seeing you in a few weeks, two and a half weeks.
Really looking forward to this, man. I love this as a main event. Two guys that are as top level as we've seen in a main event status. This being your second main event consecutively for Cage Titans. Yeah. Two home corners, two A sides.
Zach Cyril said he's bringing the belt home with you.
See, my boy Zach knows what's up.
All right. Any last shout outs before you run?
Hey, shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to Garden Go Custom Mouth Guards. Shout out to my management, First Round Management. Get Fit With It, one of my new sponsors of clothing apparel. Shout out to them. Shout out to Prototype Combat Team, my boy Darren, always keeping me looking fly. Shout out to Half the Battle, my boy Daniel Levy. He been holding me down since I started almost. Shout out to him. Shout out to B Pimpin', Natural Honey Products, Black owned. Shout out to them. Shout out to X3 still. Shout out to X3. Shout out to ATT. Shout out to y'all. It's going down.
Your second manager, Zach Cyril, says, "How can we sponsor you? What's your Venmo?"
I got Venmo. I got Cash App. I got Zelle. So don't worry, Zach. I'll hit you. I'll slide in your DMs and we can take care of that.
All right, Nate. Well, thank you so much, and we will see you in a few weeks. Rest up, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. And new.
Here you go. Have a good one, brother.
Easy, nasty Nate Williams.